What's up, everyone? Welcome to today's video. Welcome to the Video Game Fight School channel. Thank you very much for tuning in. So we've heard word that there are going to be preview embargoes that are going to be lifted. And according to some of you here in the audience, you actually mentioned something about SkillUp's video where he made his This Week in Gaming video. And he announced that he's been working on 4 video games that he's going to review. And one of them was going to be live about 24 hours from the last episode of his weekly gaming show. I did the calculations, and that meant somewhere around 9 a.m., wherever you're watching, somewhere 9 a.m. Pacific Central Time or whatever it is, he's going to be dropping that preview. My guess is it will coincide possibly with the Gotham Knights review. So this is just a guess. It may be earlier, it may be later, shoot, it may not even happen. But I wanted to make sure that I threw my own predictions as to the time out there. Another thing too that I made this video for was I wanted to go ahead and officially give my predictions as to how this previews or whatever it is will be taken. I mean, I may call it a review, but I think it's preview more than anything. Let's be very clear about that. So online, people are rating Gotham Knights and possibly thinking that, the game might give an impression of a 7 to a 7.5 out of 10. And I said that I thought a 7 would probably be the place that it would go. I also went along the line to say, possibly if things are not as great, we'll be seeing a 6 point something in regard to just perception. This is not like an IGN number or whatever. We're just throwing out arbitrary numbers out of a total value of 10 for great. And so right now, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my perceived value. I'm going to add it with the highest rated value that I've seen on the internet. I'm going to take an average of both of them. I'm predicting somewhere around a 6.5, 6.7. Someone else in my audience said that they were confident that it was going to be an 8. Now, I have to say, I already mentioned this in the reply that I gave. I said, I'm hoping that your confidence pays off. So let's do something. Let's just take the difference and we're going to factor it right here. So my 6.5 plus your 8, and then we're going to go ahead and slash that by 2, and we get 7.25. Now, another audience member of ours, Beware the Batman, said he, on Twitter, he mentioned that he's looking at a 7 to a 7.5. So I'm taking all of this into consideration. And so I'm sitting right there, smack dab in the middle of 7 and 7.5. And the reason I say this is because from what we've seen from Gotham Knights, it already looks like it's going to be a good game. It doesn't seem like it has anything that is outlandish so far. So based on this measurement is where I'm actually giving this so-called prediction out there. I'm not giving it based on an arbitrary, set of values that I don't have any reason for. I mean, we've been seeing this game since 2020. In fact, day one, we saw the game. Just a few minutes afterwards, we saw gameplay from a specific section of the game. So we have an idea or we have a concrete idea, more of a concrete idea about what this game is going to be than maybe other games that are out there that are being, revealed or released or talked about. So this is definitely something that I'm certain that at this point, we can at least rate the game from there. Now, in regard to other things like length, playtime, all of that, we're not going to have much information about that, in my opinion, until official reviews start to make their way out. This is where we're going to get the deep dive. So this score and prediction that I'm actually making might change drastically for the better. And I hope it changes for the better or stays where it's at, because you never know what's within the contents of the game. And this is exactly where it is that you, as a gamer, you want to just take your time and assess and evaluate what's going on. For most of us that are on this channel, for most of us that are on Twitter talking about Gotham Knights, we're already dedicated fans. We're going to form the community that shapes other DC games going forward for the most part. Because initially when this game was first revealed, many of us came from maybe the Arkham community, some from the Spidey community, some from just different old superhero games. But now I think there's kind of like a much more overarching identity across this community where it's more people that are looking forward to a lot of the DC games. So we're going to take a bite out of this game. We're going to assess it, check out what's going on. We're going to move on to Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. We're going to take a very in-depth assessment about that. And I think for us, by the time we're done, looking at these two games, it's really going to have an impact on Wonder Woman. In fact, I think right now, Wonder Woman already has a direction it's going to go because of its developers, but I can almost guarantee you that the developers over there at Monolith are paying very close attention as to how we, interact with Gotham Knights. I almost want to also throw out a bet there that I can tell you that Rocksteady is also paying very close attention as to how the community goes ahead and interacts with this game. So let me hear your predictions in the comment section. What do you think this preview or these sets of previews, if at all, they're scheduled to show up at the predicted time or estimated time? What do you think it's going to, or how much of an impression is it going to make on you? Just give it a prediction. That's all it is. It's just a prediction based on what you've seen in the game and what you think the, previewers are going to say so far. So thanks for watching the video. I appreciate you guys' time and audience, and hopefully we'll talk pretty soon. Peace out.